Welcome back, everybody. Good morning. I'm Steve. Thank you for joining us.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings. You know that.
And we are talking about a pretty interesting topic here. Always happy to talk about breakthroughs in the fight against cancer.
Yes, sir. This is really good. This was actually two articles that I merged into one because it was about cancer. Different scientists that are attacking it from different angles. So strap in and hold on. Blocking a single protein boosts T cell metabolism and tumor fighting strength. The discovery could lead to next generation cancer immunotherapies. Scientists have identified a strategy to greatly enhance the cancer fighting abilities of the immune system's T cells. By inhibiting a protein known as ANT2, that's ANT2, they succeeded in reshaping how these cells produce and use energy, effectively redesigning their internal power systems. Research was published May 8th, 2025 in the journal Nature Communications. Would you like to know more?
So just within the last week or so, we talked about another cancer issue where they were trying to give you some kind of a shot to build up your immune system, right? Be able to fight against cancer.
I think so.
About that.
Yeah, I think so.
This adjustment makes T cells stronger, more durable, and more efficient at targeting tumors. The discovery opens new possibilities for therapies that reinforce the body's natural defenses, offering a more precise and effective form of cancer treatment. A recent study suggests the potential for a new wave of cancer therapies that rely on training the immune system to perform more effectively. I think that's kind of what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
The work led by PhD student Omri Yosef and Professor Michael Berger at the I'm pretty sure this is pretty close to that. I recognize these names. Michael Berger at the Hebrew University Faculty of Medicine brought together collaborators including Professor Magdalena Huber of Phillips University of Marburg and Professor Eyal Gottlieb of the University of Texas, MD Anderson Cancer Center. Their findings show that carefully adjusting immune cell metabolism significantly boosts the cell's ability to destroy tumors. So yeah, this kind of segues off that story we did the other day.
Central to the research is a striking observation. When T cells, the immune system's frontline fighters, are compelled to change the way they generate and manage energy, they become far more adept at recognizing and eliminating cancer cells.
Quote, by disabling ANT2, we triggered a complete shift in how T cells produce and use energy, explains Professor Berger. Going on with a quote, this reprogramming made them significantly better at recognizing and killing cancer cells. In simpler terms, blocking this protein forces the immune cells to adapt their metabolism, turning them into stronger, faster, and more aggressive cancer cells.
Cancer fighters, yeah. The study focuses on the mitochondria, the metallic hub of cells, by deliberately disrupting a specific energy pathway inside T cells. The team essentially rewired the cell's engines, creating a state of heightened readiness and potency. The altered T cells exhibited greater stamina, faster replication, and sharper targeting of cancerous threats. Perhaps most importantly, the researchers show that this metabolic rewiring can be triggered not only through genetic modifications, but also with drugs, opening the door for potential clinical applications. This discovery is part of a growing movement in cancer immunotherapy that focuses not only on guiding the immune system, but upgrading its inner machinery. While more studies and clinical trials are needed, the implications of this breakthrough are promising. New treatments that harness the body's own defenses, fine-tuned for peak performance.
Okay, another quote. This work highlights how deeply interconnected metabolism and immunity truly are, says Professor Berger. By learning how to control the power source of our immune cells, we may be able to unlock therapies that are more natural and more effective, unquote.
For the body's disease-fighting T cells, glucose is much more than just a simple sugar rush. Now we're transitioning here into the other article. Glucose drives T cell signaling. Stronger signals mean better cancer defense. Scientists at the Van Andel Institute have uncovered that glucose, a critical fuel source for immune cells, also plays a key role in T cell communication and enhances their tumor-fighting abilities. This insight could help refine how T cells are used to battle cancer and other illnesses. This research is detailed in a study published on August 5th, 2025 in Cell Metabolism.
Okay, another quote. Immune cells are highly influenced by their environment, said Joseph Longo, PhD, the study's first author and postdoctoral fellow in the lab of Russell Jones, PhD. Going on with the quote, we knew that T cells needed access to glucose to function, but we didn't know exactly why. It was previously thought that T cells mainly break down glucose for energy, but our new work shows that T cells use glucose as a building block for other molecules that are necessary to support T cells' anti-cancer properties, unquote.
The findings reveal that T cells allocate significant portions of glucose to build large molecules called glycosphingolipids. Glycosphingolipids. Say that 3 times fast. These sugar fat compounds are essential for T cell growth and making proteins that T cells use to combat cancer. Cameron got a little bit excited when Mama walked through the door.
Oh, that's understandable.
GSLs help form fat-rich structures on T cell surfaces called lipid rafts, which bring together cell signaling proteins that instruct the T cell to kill cancer cells. Without GSLs, these signals are weaker, making T cells less effective at destroying tumors. So we've got 2 researches that are focusing on these T cells. I think it's positively going in the right direction.
Yep. This is good stuff. Good work.
Good stuff. Yeah. It feels like we're on the cusp of something big to fight cancer.
I would love to see that. Love to see that. This is a nasty disease. So.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.